Hey, are you having a quick lunch today? Are you having a typical burger and fries with a beverage? Or are you having a crunchy salad with some freshly squeezed fruit juice? Your future heart health will be determined by the food you eat now. Unfortunately, poor diet is the main cause of the one heart attack death that occurs in the United States every 36 seconds. In today's video, we explore foods that naturally clear arteries and prevent heart attacks. Should you be eating kimchi? How about garlic and turmeric? We'll talk about all of that and more. But first, allow me to explain what happens to your arteries when you consume fatty and oily foods. Your arteries are the channels that distribute oxygen-rich blood throughout your body. They are naturally elastic, but when you begin eating unhealthily, excess fat, cholesterol, and triglycerides begin to build up on the inside walls of your arteries. This buildup is known as plaque, and it occurs over time. The medical term for this condition, known as atherosclerosis, is hardening and impeding the free flow of oxygen-rich blood. If this occurs in any of the major arteries leading to the heart or brain, you may be at risk for a heart attack or stroke. But fortunately, lifestyle changes like regular exercise and good nutrition can stop and occasionally even reverse the condition. Anxious to find out what to eat? Consider consuming a portion of kimchi. Would you mind having a dish of kimchi each day? This fermented Korean treat is well known for having outstanding probiotic qualities, and studies have shown that it can slow the accumulation of fat. Researchers discovered that those who ate between half and 3/4 of an ounce of kimchi per day had considerably lower blood sugar and bad cholesterol, which lowers the risk of clogged arteries. Yes, kimchi is a great way to get your heart rate up. Did you know that Korea has one of the lowest rates of heart disease-related deaths? Could kimchi hold the key to a longer life? There are a plethora of ways to make kimchi. Every traditional Korean family has their own recipe that has been passed down for over 1,500 years. To prepare a jar of kimchi, simply chop any vegetables, such as cabbage, carrots, radish, and cucumber, carrot, eggplant, and scallions apices. Bamboo chose garlic, onion, ginger, and after adding salt and letting the vegetables sit for 2 to 3 hours, you'll need to drain the water that starts to come out after 30 minutes. Combine fish sauce with rice flour, shrimp paste that has fermented salt, pepper flakes, chili oil, and garlic. Apply the mixture to your vegetables and allow it to ferment for 3 to 7 days. You can consume the unfermented kimchi or store it in your refrigerator for up to a year, but if you notice any black mold growing inside the jar, throw it out. Don't forget to add garlic and onions to your kimchi, even if it means leaving them there, because this food group is great for lowering atherosclerotic stress on your arteries. Men later became curious as to why onions and garlic are included in. Never exclude onions and garlic. Shallots, chives, and other members of the allium vegetable family leek. Researchers studied a large group of women for 15 years, and those who regularly ate onions and other pseudo-vegetables had a lower risk of dying from artery blockage. These foods open up the arteries and allow oxygenated blood to flow freely through them. The compound called organ sulfur found in these vegetables allows for this thorough cleaning. Most allium foods can be eaten raw, but only if you're brave enough to have garlic breath later. They can also be added to fried rice, used as a seasoning for your dishes, or pickled in vinegar to cut the sharp, pungent taste. The same study also demonstrated that it reduced blood pressure, cholesterol, inflammation, and PLC clumping in the blood. The next nutritious food you ought to think about is flax. When it comes to health advantages, flax seeds are greatly underestimated. They are a terrific source of fiber, minerals, vitamins, and lipids. However, have you been tossing a spoonful of these crispy seeds into salads or sandwiches? The issue with doing this is that the entire seed might exit your body before being broken down. So the next time you buy a packet of flax seeds, powder them in your food processor to improve their absorption into your body. This will also make it easier to incorporate the seeds into baked goods because they contain a lignin compound called SDG, which lowers cholesterol. Researchers fed flax seeds to one group of rabbits following a high cholesterol diet. After a few days, the other flaxseed. The researchers were astounded to discover a 40% decrease in plaque formation in the animals that consume flax seeds. You can also eat flax seeds in the form of butter like other nuts or seed butter. Just spread some on your waffles in the morning. Flax seed oil is used by health enthusiasts as well. Olive oil is healthy, but that doesn't mean you should start consuming fatty foods. In fact, most mass food producers use soy, canola, or corn oil for frying, which will have the exact opposite effect on your heart. Only olive oil can keep your heart younger than it actually is, so there must be something special about it. In fact, olive oil contains two compounds that are really game changers: monosaturated fatty acids and polyphenolic compounds, which are responsible for keeping illness at bay and making your heart healthy. People in the Mediterranean region prefer olive oil. They also eat beans, high-fiber vegetables, and nuts. Studies have indicated that residents in this area, especially those who use olive oil, have better heart health. Another study discovered that if you eat 1 olive oil every day for 4 months, your blood vessels will function better and your inflammatory markers linked to heart disease would decrease. However, not all olive oils are created equal. The more potent and pure the oil, the deeper the hue. Extra virgin olive oil has a characteristic dark color that indicates it has not undergone endless refining processes. Choose a darker colored bottle over a transparent one. It will cost a little more, but investing in your heart health now will pay off in the long run. Now let's talk about tomatoes. If you already eat them, start doing so more often because this juicy red fruit may help you avoid having heart bypass surgery. Yes, we said fruit, but very few people actually know that tomatoes are a fruit. They come in a variety of colors, including green, yellow, orange, pink, brown, white, and purple. But most of us stick to the classic red ones. You don't have to eat tomatoes every day. A fantastic way to get all those sauces is by using raw, cooked tomatoes. There will be a ton of it in gravies, soups, toppings, and juices. It's very crucial in preventing the formation of atherosclerosis. A research found that lysine from tomato paste products decreased heart disease by 17 to 26%. That's practically miraculous. Another fascinating study examined the effects of eating tomato sauce with olive oil on the body. Surprisingly, this combination increased good cholesterol and decreased bad cholesterol. Olive oil and tomatoes go together like clockwork. What else could, after all, make spaghetti sauce divine? Please use extreme caution when in the store. Purchase tomato products, which may be highly salted and are the worst thing for your heart. Your best option should always be to strengthen your heart naturally, without the use of drugs or intrusive procedures. It's frequently the first course of care that medical professionals advise. Despite the fact that most illnesses worldwide are caused by the food we eat, we continue to season our meals excessively. Hold on. Has anyone mentioned spice? One spice in particular needs to be added to your food on purpose if you want to prevent heart attacks. Whoa, did someone mention spice? It's turmeric, which is golden yellow. Feel free to add a pinch to your scrambled eggs if you're using the ground and dried version. Frittatas, tossed vegetables, smoothies, and fried rice use curry in a traditional manner. Rubs for meat and the wildly popular turmeric lattes. In a study conducted on animals, it was discovered that serpinol, a compound found in turmeric, had a promising effect on atherosclerosis by suppressing its gruesome effects. Not only did it have anti-inflammatory and anticoagulatory properties, but it also reduced the fatty deposits in arteries by nearly 25%. Isn't this spice magical? Let's end on a happy note. Did you know that adding an extra spoonful of sugar to your tea or coffee can make a big difference? Did you know that adding an extra spoonful of sugar to your coffee or tea can cause your heart rate to quicken? Your heart skip a beat. Diabetics are generally more susceptible to heart disease, which is why they are advised to avoid cakes and ice creams to protect their heart health. If you have a serious sweet tooth, picking a dessert after meals can be difficult. This is where dark chocolate can help. The kid who loves chocolate is dancing with joy right now. Hang on, there are a few things you should never forget. You can eat dark chocolate every day as long as you limit yourself to a few squares. According to Specialists, 40 grams of dark chocolate can increase the levels of nitric oxide in your arteries. This is significant for the health of your arteries. White and milk chocolates should be avoided since they contain excessive amounts of sugar that can affect anyone's blood sugar levels. Choose a chocolate bar that has 85% or more cocoa content. The higher the percentage, the healthier it is for your heart. Have I piqued your interest? Well, let's continue the conversation with a few more heart-related videos. Studies have actually linked daily consumption of dark chocolate to decreased atherosclerotic plaque in the coronary arteries. That's what we call a showstopper when you're trying to eat healthily. Don't ignore the signs your body is sending you. It could be heart disease. Click on one of the 8 symptoms your body gives you a month before a heart attack or the 15 early warning signs of heart disease to discover more about how to save lives. If you have a favorite food from the list, please let us know in the comments section below.